Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another very interesting video. So, as you might or might not know, Stardew Valley is how this channel started. To be fair, this channel isn't very old, but I have grown to love Stardew so much, even though I'm still at the beginning of my journey. And you know, I've been looking at the sprites, thinking, is there anything I could recreate in the clothes? And I just couldn't really find anything other than a bow maybe. So I was kind of sad, and then, out of the blue, an update announcement dropped. That's right, winter clothes are officially being added into Stardew Valley amongst a lot of other things. And with that announcement we got two sprites, one of Jazz and one of Sebastian. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I was so excited, so of course I had to recreate them right away, and that's exactly what I did. Whoa, let's get into it. Let's start out with Jazz's head. As you can see, this is purple with a zigzag pattern and a blue pom-pom on top. My first idea was to make it like you would tapestry, and I did put a lot of time into that idea. As you will see though, this unfortunately doesn't look very good, or at least not what I was going for, so I ended up scrapping that whole plan and figuring out something else. So I decided to scrap everything after all, because it just didn't look good. I don't know, I feel like sometimes crochet tapestry can look very beautiful, but not in this case, and I was just feeling very fed up, so I stopped and opened it up again, as you can see. And I have gotten a different idea though, which is something I've only heard of before, kind of. It's called surface crochet. I have tried it out. It's not difficult to do. This is of course just kind of random. But if you use stitch markers and count the stitches, I feel like you could actually make it look good. And to be honest, I think this already looks so much better than what I tried before, right? Especially from afar. So I'm just gonna do that, because this was a struggle anyways, the whole changing colors the whole time. So I'll just do that. And as you can see, I have used the blue yarn here. That is just because now that I'm looking at a picture with a higher resolution, it does look kind of blue, the squigglies. So maybe I'll do that, or I'll just make them in the lighter purple one color. But for now, I'm just gonna make this hat in just this purple color, and then add the pattern. I think this will be the easiest and hopefully most beautiful way. Hello! I'm back with Jazz's head. This is how much I got done with the first ball of yarn, and I've just gotten this one, which means I can continue. Hey! And after 64 rows of just doing the exact same thing, I finished off the panel. This was actually a perfect number since 64 is divisible by both 4 and 8, which makes it pretty easy to figure out a repeating pattern. Next, I just slip stitched the sides together so they would actually attach, and then it was time to sew the top together. And with that, the base head is finished. As you can see, I sewed the top together, and this will be folded over. You don't need to do the whole 10 rows or 10 stitches that this is, so you can adjust the size of the cuff. I have here the little pom-pom I pre-made. Oh God. I'm just thinking, because I remember I used about the same size of a pom-pom when I made a little baby head for some relatives of me, so I'm not sure. Do you think this is too small? Nah, I think this could fit, right? Wait, that's the back of it. No, I think this size would be fine. I didn't necessarily want to make another one anyways. So I think I can leave that. But I think I will sew that on in the very end. Because first, it's time to figure out the pattern. I thought, since I have 64 rows, that I could make the repeat, which is just an up and down spike, 8 rows wide, because 4 would be way too little. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. From the fold, this would be this much, which would be very spiky, I think. So we might do double of it. But I'm not completely sure how to do this, so I will just take some time to figure this out and update you once I have a better idea of what to do and how to do it. Hey! Yes! So here you can see me just stringing a white thread through the head. This is just for orientation and would be removed later. That way I didn't have to count the stitches. And it actually worked pretty well. Yeah! Okay, that's it. Wow! I don't know if I love it, but it is kind of cute. I will have to try it on my head, but there's still something missing, which is the little dots that are in between the ziggies. Excuse me. But I don't really feel like doing that right now. But I'll do it anyway. Yes, let's finish this off. It's ready! Jazz's hat is finished! This is it. I would say this was like 10% crocheting and 90% procrastinating, weaving in all the ends. There were so many ends to weave and basically 2 for every dot. But I finished it and I'm so glad. Look at it, it's so cute. Wait, let me try it on. It is a tad bit small on me, I have to say. Wait. That's it. You can make the cuff smaller or bigger, I guess. Actually, it fits pretty nicely. Look at it, it's so cute. It does look very handmade. But that doesn't need to be a bad thing, especially for something whimsical like this. I think... Oh, you can totally see my eyes. I think it's very cute. I don't know, I can just imagine like Marnie or... imagine if Shane started to knit and crochet and he's just making this for Jazz. That would be so cute, wouldn't it? Anyways, that's the review. Yeah, I like it. Even though I don't know how much I will be able to wear it, since it is very whimsical. I don't know. But still, I feel like it's not... It didn't turn out too bad. Hey. And that means it's time for Sebastian's scarf. If you've watched me play the game, you might know that I have a little crush on him. So this is perfect. Looking at the sprite, you can see that this is just 2 shades of grey alternating. The colors do have a bit of a warmer touch, but I just used what I could get my hands on. I decided to go for a little change of pace and go knit at the park. As I was walking around and sitting on that comfy tree, I allowed myself to take in everything around me. When you're at home or you work a lot, it's easy to forget how alive everything really is. The people talking as they are walking by, the tiny patches of moss growing between old structures, the little droplets of water sitting on the leaves, the squirrels and birds looking for seeds, that little bug hanging out on my leg. I don't know, when you just allow yourself to look, you see that life really finds its way into every corner around us, no matter how small. And that's so exciting to me. Somehow it makes me feel less alone and even a little hopeful. That being said, the wrist pain I had been experiencing for the past couple of days was getting stronger and stronger. At that point in time, I was still working on the Chris sweater and Jazz's hat, as well as studying most hours of my day, practicing the flute and editing with my laptop trackpad. Let this be a reminder to not work through your pain like I did. You should always listen to your body, and in the end, I was forced to take a break and unable to work on anything for the next 2 weeks. Hello! So, since last time I have fully recovered, I can now use my wrist without being in pain. And I made sure not to work until I was in no more pain. But today I started working on it again, and this is how much I've done already. As you can maybe see, I've decided to make the lighter gray a bit wider than the darker one, since that's what it seemed to be in the picture. I wasn't sure if they were the same length or if the light one was a bit longer, but I went with that. I think it's just 2 rows anyways. And now I'm just going to keep working on this. Hey. How cool is that? It is a lot better after blocking. It still curls in a bit, but again it's a lot better. And look at this. Wow. I use merino wool, so this is super soft and very warm. That's so cool. Wow. Now I can wear matching scarves with Sebastian. I really like it. There's not too much else to say about this. Again, it's super soft, super warm, and I think it will last for a very long time. Yeah. Ooh. And that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, because I had a lot of fun working on these pieces. There were a lot of ends to weave in. But other than that, I had fun. And I mean, they turned out pretty cool. Look at that. And the amazing thing is, the update isn't even out yet, as far as I know. And once it does come out, I can play it wearing those exact pieces. And then I can be like, oh my god, Sebastian, we're matching. Wow. and Jazz, of course. Yeah, if you have any kind of feedback, if there's anything you want to let me know, just write it in the comments. And if you don't, that's also fine. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!